Hi, plumbing professionals. And this is us back with another podcast for you. I'm Amberlynn.
Hi guys, I'm Madison.
And today we're going to go ahead and talk to you about check-ins. Now, as we discussed last week, Google reviews are currently down. They're still down. No new reviews are being put up, and that's because of the pandemic that we're dealing with. But you still need your marketing to work for you. And check-ins is a great way to go ahead and circumvent that. So Madison, I know you've been writing reviews and check-ins guides for a little bit now. So can you go ahead and define what a check-in is for us?
Yeah, sure. So the easiest way to explain check-ins is to visualize the Google map. You can see your entire service area on that map and hundreds of different businesses and several residential areas, but it doesn't really paint the picture of where your service has been active. Now, your website can try to communicate that, but Google doesn't really see that 100%. However, a check-in is like dropping a little pin on the Google map. It doesn't seem like that much at first, but when you do it consistently and you accrue dozens, maybe hundreds of those pins on the map over the course of a year, pretty soon all Google starts to see is your business name. And when somebody looks for plumbing services in your area, your name's going to show up a lot more often in local map packs.
Well, that's pretty cool. So now ours is called brand review, right? We talk about it all the time, but we haven't actually hit on it yet.
That's right. We've made many promises about talking it in the future, but we haven't quite gotten to it until now.
I know. And with so many of our clients actually having access to it, we should probably go ahead and kind of visualize how a check-in goes down.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. And in all reality, it only takes a few minutes, so it's a very simple process.
That's not too bad. So you're already at the job site. This is where we're going to start. You're
Okay.
at the job site as a plumber. So at that point, you're finishing up. What do you do?
Well, the first thing that you want to do, or have your plumbers do, whoever's out in the field, you want to have them pull out their phones real quick, demonstration, and have them just snap a quick pic of the project that they've been working on, whether that's a repiping or they've been working on a sewer pipe repair, anything of that nature. They just take a quick picture, and then they pull up the website for the check-in, which is very easy to do.
And that's just any old phone, like whatever phone they have for work, or possibly their.
Well, obviously it's gonna need to be a smartphone, one that has a working camera on it. But as long as you can, pull it up in landscape mode and take a photo, then your phone probably has the capability of doing a check-in.
Landscape is always ideal, man.
Yeah, it's a little thing. It's little things that really make a difference. So after you snap that pic, they're going to go to an established URL, and that's just going to be their website name / check-in with no hyphen. It's actually the same for all of our clients, just that their website, home address / check-in. And from there, they can fill out all the information about the service that they need to. That'll be the customer's name, a very brief description of what they just completed. And there's also going to be a tag specifically with, what is that?
I think that's a plane overgoing my house. I do apologize, my
fine.
lovely podcast plumbing people.
That's
However, we're dealing with a little bit of technical difficulties from the outside world.
That's funny. Yeah. So after the customer name is put in, and they're going to go ahead and put in their email and or their phone number. And then from there, all you have to do is say what city you're working in, what office you're working from, if you have multiple offices, and then also just a brief tag of what service you just provided. After that, upload that picture they or you took earlier, and you're done. Submit the check-in and you're done.
That sounds really super easy. Like not even 5 minutes.
Yeah, admittedly, I mumbled my way through it a little bit, but once you train your people how to do it and how to do it consistently, they'll have it done in less than 3 minutes.
For sure. Now, with it being so easy, we should probably get into why should plumbers use check-ins?
Yeah, I think really a lot of it is visibility, not in the traditional, oh, people are seeing my brand aspect, but it's visibility for Google and the services that you're providing. Like I said earlier, when Google sees that little pin drop on the map, they say, hey, this person is providing this particular type of service in this particular area. It's undeniable proof that you've been doing it. It's not just you claiming to do it, it's you showing real proof that you're doing it. When you do that so many times throughout the year, Google can say, hey, I have these people looking for this particular service, and this company has shown us that they're actually doing that type of service in that area. So that leads to some really fast ranking increasing and a lot of showing up on the local map packs, which is where all the significant traffic is these days.
Yeah, and since like we have a lot of you plumbers with us, but a lot of plumbers don't know about that check-in. So I've read that you'll be at least 99% of the plumbers don't have the check-ins or geotagging capability. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
great for ranking.
that's so true. Check-ins, geotag check-ins, and reviews. It's just not a common thing at all nowadays, and that leads to some significant opportunities for the people who are using it. Plus, when you find a program like Brand Review that actually integrates it really well into your website, it's amazing.
For sure. Now, a couple of the other things is it does go ahead and go hand in hand with reviews as well. So you have your check-in aspect and your review aspect from brand review.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of hit on it earlier when we were talking about it taking a couple of details from clients, but
Mm-hmm.
it does go ahead and link them to all of your review platforms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you think about the traditional way that people ask for reviews, this brand review platform is a significant upgrade. For one, you can automatically generate those requests for reviews, and it'll send a list of links to your various review platforms, be it Google reviews when it comes back, or Facebook recommendations, the BBB, whatever you want to send them. And the nice thing is those are geotagged too, so that's even more pins on the map for you.
For sure. And oh, that makes it so much easier to ask for reviews.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think one significant aspect as well, and one question that we get asked is, okay, well, if we're doing these geotags, these check-ins, and these reviews at the person's location, does that mean that their address is showing up on our website for anyone to see?
That would be
And
super scary. No.
yeah, that would be very bad. And so we do not allow that. Basically, it just pins the general area within a few blocks. So no, but their address remains private, and all that activity is uploaded to your website. So it looks really good for you, though.
For sure. Now, if you, can you think of any other super cool benefits? I mean, my big thing is the ranking thing from it in the reviews, but I think it's also super easy, which is totally a benefit.
Yeah, like I said, you can just pull out your phone. Once you bookmark that URL, or your plumbers do, that can be, done within a few minutes. I think one of the great aspects about it, of brand review in particular, is that whatever service you've tagged, whatever city you've performed the action is in, we actually have those check-ins and reviews upload to your website pages, those particular website pages, and it looks fantastic. it also registers to Google as, oh, hey, they're updating their website consistently, so their website is staying active too. That's just SEO gold there.
For sure. Now, the most important part about all of this, all of those are awesome benefits, but consistency and utilization are like the top things you have to do in order to get all of these great benefits from this plugin. So it's critical that we could talk about it, but we for sure need, we can't do the legwork, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. We've definitely laid the foundations, and brand review is a very significant part of our service package. But the truth is that this is one thing that we can't do for you. You actually have to go and perform the check-ins. It's really easy, just takes a few minutes. And if you do it after every service visit, you're going to see some significant results within a fairly short period of time. So consistency.
And Madison, is that your takeaway?
Oh, well, since I've already said it, I'll come up with a different takeaway.
Oh, goodness.
Challenge myself. So I would say one great takeaway is that this is rare. Like, check-ins are the exception. Like, less than 1% of people are even aware of check-ins, and even less, even fewer people understand how they work and how to incorporate it into their local SEO strategy. So if you do this, if you're consistent, nobody else is going to come close in terms of that SEO activity.
For sure. And I agree with that 100%. Now, my takeaway is that even though it's kind of scary right now with Google not doing all the review work that it normally does, marketing never stops. So going ahead and doing something as simple as checking in from your job site, that is the one way that you can continue to keep your marketing going and improve it during this time. So with that, I will turn it over to Madison for our traditional sign off.
Signing off.
Thank you, plumbers, for checking in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.